What's up, guys? Griffin here. Of course, owner of Preferred Pest Management here in the Dallas, Texas area. Before starting my day, I got another 10 to 12 stops today. Just wanted to give you all a quick, little sneak peek, so to speak, part one of what I wish I knew when I started my pest control business back in 2020. For those of you that don't know, I'm the owner, like I mentioned, of Preferred Pest Management here in the Rowlett, Texas, Dallas, Texas Metroplex. Been running it for about 3 years now. And just to get right to it, because I want to keep this video short, I was going to make it a short, but we're already about 40 seconds in, so that obviously wouldn't work. The first thing that I wish that I had known when it came to starting my pest control business, and what literally would have helped me probably be about 2x the size that I am right now, 1.5 at the minimum, would be the importance of optimizing my Google business profile. If you don't know what your Google business profile is, whenever you type in your business on Google, if you haven't already created your business profile listing on Google, do that right away. Sometimes, depending on how long you've been in business, Google might have already assigned you one, kind of created one for you. It's just not optimized whatsoever. There's just a listing within Google's like directory, so to speak. But either way, go in there, if they've made one for you, there's a little thing where you can go in there and click, that you own the business, they verify it, all that kind of stuff. If they haven't done that, then go in there and create your own business profile listing for your business. And don't just create it. When I say optimize it, I literally mean optimize it. We've briefly touched on that in a couple of videos already. If you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. I upload content almost, every few days to every week for you guys. And like I said, if you go to our playlist, I think it's called Business Growth. We have like 50 videos or so in there, maybe even more at this point, in regards to growing your pest control business, starting a pest control business, all that type of stuff. There's a couple videos in there about optimizing the Google business profile. You're going to need to, of course, upload a logo, a header photo, just like for any, social media type of platform. You're going to want to go in there and add photos, add them consistently. Don't just add a bunch of photos and never touch it again. Go in there and add photos consistently. And then on top of that, on top of adding the photos consistently, add updates. Updates are kind of like social media posts, essentially. Go in there, use your keywords, towns you're trying to target, all that type of stuff. This is a good place to plug in your blog post, all that type of stuff, your service listings, all of that good stuff. And then another thing is they have a services tab where they'll list all of your services. One, make sure that those are right. Sometimes they'll add services in there, like for us, they put vacuuming. Like, we're not a cleaning business, we don't vacuum. So I took that off. And then also you can add a description within each service. So go in there, don't necessarily overdo it with like keyword stuffing. I think you only have like 200 or 300 characters anyways for those services. But go in there and just say, whatever town you're really trying to hit on. Usually that's going to be your hometown for most of you all. Say ant service, for example. You can say we've been offering the best ant control in my example, Rowlett, Texas since 2020. Call today for instant relief from ants and learn how to get rid of ants today. Something like that, just off the top of my head, random description. Go in there for each service and do that. Another thing is category. So when you go in and create your business listing, they're going to ask you, what type of business are you? And of course, we're going to select pest control business, whatever business you are. You could be a animal control business, wildlife, whatever the case may be, plumbing, etc. Whatever your main business category is, this is what you don't want to mess up. So if you mostly are looking for pest control, termite, bed bug, all that, you're going to select pest control service. If you're more on the wildlife side, there's another category called, I think it's just animal control, animal removal, something like that. You're going to select that as your primary category. The primary category is what Google will literally, that's going to be, I would say, close to 70% of your searches, essentially. So little tip here, what we do is in the winter time, because you can go in and switch and edit these categories at any time. What we do, and I shouldn't even be telling you all this because I know some of y'all are in my area, but it's all good. What we will do to kind of hack this in the winter because we know the seasonality of our business is we will do pest control, 8 months out of the year roughly is our main service category. And then come November, December, this may be different for you all that live up north as it cools off earlier, but for us, November, December, we'll switch our primary category to the animal removal or animal control, like whatever the hell that business category is. And we'll switch that as the primary and put pest control as our, secondary category. That way we're getting a lot of rodent calls over winter. So little hack for you all there that, stuck through the video watching 5.5 minutes in. But yeah, in short, and then of course, lastly, I can't believe I almost forgot the most important part of your Google business profile, reviews. Not just getting a lot of reviews, but getting reviews consistently. Oddly enough, I have noticed the businesses that get 1 review a week, so say 52 reviews a year, nothing crazy, do a lot better than a business that say has 200 reviews but is only getting like 1 review a month. Review velocity, which means how many reviews you're getting consistently, seems to be much more important to Google now than ever before. It's not to say that, don't focus on getting a bunch of reviews. Focus on getting reviews whenever you can. I've never seen, getting reviews hurting a business, but if you go and get, say, 50 reviews, or let's just use the 52 example. Let's say you go and get 52 reviews in 2 days, so 26 reviews a day. Sure, you're probably going to notice a huge bump early on, but that business that, is just consistently getting 1 review a week, he's going to end up passing you in the long run because he's showing Google that, hey, we're getting customers consistently. Not only that, but they're satisfied. Of course, if they start getting bad reviews, you get enough, it's going to hurt you, obviously. But even a couple of bad reviews here and there, which luckily we've never had as of yet, knock on wood, but even with a couple bad reviews here and there, that business that's getting a review consistently here and there is going to outdo the business that got a bunch early on. So couple tips in there for you all. I know the video about me, things I wish I knew when I started my business, is a highly anticipated video, so I wanted to give you all a little sneak peek. I might even break it up into a series just so it's not a 1 to 2 hour, if not longer, video. That's probably what we'll do. I'll probably label this like things I wish when I started my pest control business, part 1, something like that. So that way it'll make YouTube's algorithm happy, because I notice a lot of people drop off after 5 to 10 minutes, and that messes with, people seeing the message, because Google will start to bump it down, kind of like Google search results at the end of the day. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, definitely make sure to smash that thumbs up button. It greatly helps the channel, helps the video, and it lets me know that you all like this kind of content. And if there's any questions you all have, or anything whatsoever you want me to do a video on when it comes to starting a pest control business, growing it, etc., just let me know in the comments. Feel free to join all of our totally free groups in the description box below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in part 2. Take it easy, everybody.